And this is kind of about being an entrepreneur, right? Just because you have a good idea doesn't mean you have good distribution. So it's interesting. When we're looking at buying, whenever we want new technology or a new product, we always look at buy versus build. And that's something that I wish I would have learned a long time ago. Because if you can buy, you can get to market really quick. The problem with that side of the alternative option is oftentimes when you go to buy, these small companies that have no revenue have really, really illusions of grandeur on valuation, which means, I'm not selling you it for less than 20 million. Really? You lost $500,000 last year. Why do you think it's worth 20 million? I do. So that's oftentimes what you run into is just kind of like idiotic valuations. If you think your company's worth so much, then why doesn't it make any money? So my point is I would explore before building, buying, right, to see if it's already out there. Because oftentimes you can find maybe a really innovative POS solution, but they don't know anything about marketing, merchandising, distribution, right? And if you can solve the distribution problem, like you said, client acquisition, how do I get more customers? How do I acquire clients? So we have an interesting metric that we pay laser-like focus to, and we look at it as CPA, cost per account, right? Because you can go out and get clients a lot of different ways, but what's going to provide you the best cost of acquisition for every new account added? So really, really pay attention to those metrics. And like I tell our marketing team always, test and trial, test and trial, test and trial. Measure, 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 right? Because literally, I don't know if any of you saw we spent a lot of money on infomercials. And I can show you how cheesy they are, right? Because that's the way, we hired the company that produced the infomercial for the Magic Jack and the Snuggie, okay? And I'm like, this isn't the way I want my company to look. This looks really cheesy. It's like, you ever see the Snuggie? We sold 50 million units in the first 5 weeks. We know what to make it look like, right? So we filmed a cheesy commercial. But my point was, we ran it on about, I don't know, maybe 500 different networks on 500 different time slots, gave those 1,000 different permeations, all unique 800 numbers, unique domains, measured the flow of enhanced traffic to the website based on the time slots of those infomercials, and really measured it. And after all that measurement, we found out we didn't like the metrics. But you wouldn't have known that, because everybody that's pitching you, right, from a sales and marketing part, they're all trying to sell you something. So unless you have the analytics in place to test, to try, and to measure, then you really don't know what's going to work successfully for a cost per acquisition, which gets back to how do you get your clients. So I guess the answer is, how do you want to get your clients in the most cost-effective manner? How do you know what's the most cost-effective manner? Test, trial, measure.